Hey Alberto, let's get straight into your letter and your essay today. It's the restaurant letter, so let's see what you said. Dear Sir, Madam, my name is Alberto Martinez. My wife and I visited your local what? Your local establishment? Your local restaurant? I'm not sure. In DY last Sunday night. I don't know what that means. Your local inn? I'm not really sure what you're trying to say here. Anyway, what makes the most sense to me, at least, is my wife and I visited your local restaurant, DY, last Sunday night, looking forward to having, ing, because the to here needs an ing, the wonderful dinner your brochures speak about. Fine. I'm writing this letter to express my disappointment with how we were treated while at your restaurant. So get rid of this being. Now, in terms of the order of the sentences here, Alberto, I want you to reverse them. Okay? So, the most important thing to do when you write a formal letter like this is to start with the reason why you're writing. So here's how I would do it. You could keep this, that's fine. My name is Alberto Martinez, and I am writing this letter to express my disappointment with how we were treated while at your restaurant. My wife and I visited your local restaurant, DY, last Sunday night, looking forward to having the wonderful dinner your brochures speak about. Okay? That's how you do it. And then you could say something else. You could add, unfortunately, the service we received was terrible. Okay, we were guided to our table, and one of the waitresses wrote down what we were having. It seems that she did not do it properly, as incorrect plates were brought to us twice. Thereafter, she kept on asking us if we wanted our bill and treating us disrespectfully. I strongly believe she was told to get some tables empty for new customers, and because of this, we were unable to enjoy neither the meals we ordered nor the desserts. We spent a considerable amount of money in your business, and we did not have a good time. These are the reasons because of which I think we are entitled to either a full refund or to have the proper dinner we paid for. Please let me know how you usually solve these kinds of issues. I await your prompt response. Best regards, Alberto Martinez. Okay, I really like this paragraph. You did a lot of nice things. You really developed it. You were respectful. You gave a lot of details, so great job. The closing was very good. I await your prompt response. There's one problem, though. This is wrong, okay? When you start your letter with dear sir, madam, or to whom it may concern, in any case that you don't know the name of the person you are writing to, your sign-off has to be yours faithfully. Okay? So that's what needs to be changed. And then, of course, the order that I talked about here. On the whole, it's really nicely written, though. It's a good letter. So, well done. Let's take a look now at your task 2. Okay, the internet and TV, giving a chance to people to become famous. Okay, let's see what you wrote here. 20 years ago, becoming famous was a utopic objective, while nowadays it has become an option for everybody due to the media development. However, is this situation acceptable? The essay below has ideas and examples defending this new and polemic trend as perfectly correct. Okay, fine. I'm not really a huge fan of this expression, just to be honest with you. Perfectly correct is, it's not a collocation that we use. Correct is the kind of thing that we usually don't, they just don't work. We could say absolutely correct, but we wouldn't say perfectly correct. Perfectly appropriate works, perfectly acceptable works, but not perfectly correct. They just don't collocate. So let's move on. Firstly, the fact of individuals being able to become famous through the media means a better equilibrium, as the really skilled people are the ones highlighting. I don't know what you mean here. Do you mean highlighted? Perhaps. This balance improves because nowadays you do not have to be born famous to be so. Only proper abilities are necessary. Recent research from Harvard University indicates that humans work, speak, or write 50% harder if they know that the option of becoming famous is available. Therefore, this development, because of the media, is productive for human development. Okay, so you're basically telling me that you think it's a positive development. Okay, fine. Secondly, the new technologies have made it easier to follow the lives of the society that is supposed to be famous. Therefore, as their day-to-day activities are not as interesting as expected, the TV or internet users look for other people to pay attention to. A British news online web... What? A British news online web... I don't know what this means. An online British news website, maybe that's what you mean, published an article regarding this matter a few months ago, where a young man's experience was presented as an example. He was able to get 2 billion followers on Instagram, many more than David Beckham or Eminem, just by helping others to learn English with this app. Consequently, this development means that the ones working hard are the ones getting rewarded, as should be happening without this it here. Okay, fine. To summarize, this new situation can be seen as perfectly correct, there's that expression again, as it comes from human evolution. The individuals working harder should always be the ones highlighted, who are highlighted. That's what you're trying to say here. A philosophy I strongly believe will become evolution's *S main pillar in the near future. Okay, immediately the first thing that I see is some incorrect word choices, some vocabulary kind of things happening that I've already pointed out to you. So essentially you're telling me that it is a positive development and you do support it. Let's see. I felt like this was a little vague. I mean, what do I want to say? I think you could have used more specific examples. A little too abstract for me. It's talking about ordinary people. So I was expecting you to talk about things like YouTubers. I was expecting you to talk about Instagram and certainly things like reality TV. So that's kind of how I expected you to develop this and to refer to examples like that. And you didn't. You talked from a much more abstract place. I'm not saying that's wrong. I just thought that it could have been developed a little differently. It's just a suggestion. It's not a correction necessarily, okay? Like I said, for me it was a little too abstract and I would have liked more tangible examples, but it was fine. This was interesting. This was nice, and a lot of the grammar was very good. A lot of the things you used for coherence and cohesion were also well done. So on the whole, it was a good attempt. Go ahead and correct these. Return them back to us. Don't forget about your error correction list. Let's see. I also like, just one last thing, I also like what you did here. You kind of said it indirectly, that you think that this is a positive thing, so I like that. That was good. Yeah, well done overall. So go ahead and correct them, and I will look forward to your next set. Okay, good luck.